a Spanish guitar. Hold me like a Spanish guitar, but don't play me like a Spanish guitar. A Spanish guitar, love me like a Spanish guitar. Hold me like a Spanish guitar, but don't play me like a Spanish guitar. A Spanish guitar. We be pushing freedom like we're pushing kilos. Running laps and hitting bass like out in Rio. Reload the clip if you test my people. We ain't with the noise, we just shooting free throws. He love me long time cause I'm prim and proper. I graduated hard, knock no silver lockers.
All right, what's going on, y'all? What's poppin'? Welcome back to the Let Me Speak podcast. And as always, I am your host, Deasia. And that song y'all just heard was called Spanish Guitar off the EP Love Files by my amazing, beautiful black queen, R&B singer, all that, straight out of Houston, Texas. Give it up, Wasila. Wasila, what is going on?
What's good?
Man, thank you so much for being out here. I appreciate it so much. Go ahead and tell listeners a little bit about yourself and what's up.
So my name is Wasila Giwa. Like she said, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, born and raised. I'm a singer, songwriter, and poet occasionally when I want to be. Poetry, I got my start in poetry in high school, which really helped me and gave me the ability to be able to write and come up with these amazing songs on Love Files. So I'm super excited.
I love it. Y'all got to check it out, man. The whole thing is just amazing. But go ahead and tell us a little bit about, the song Spanish Guitar and a little bit more about what that was about.
So, Spanish guitar, and in a lot of my music, what I do is I talk about what I want my future partner to be like or what I want him to possess, the energy and things of that nature. So I want a man that's for the people, that's in the street, that really has purpose and intent in the things that he does. So that's pretty much what that song is about. Like, I consider myself to be a revolutionary type of woman. So I want him to match my fly. Mm-hmm. And so I want him to be about his business as well. So that's really where that song came from. And it's just really catchy. And I just really, really like that song. Like, I've been holding on to that song for at least about 2-3 years. And so now I'm finally releasing it. I've sung it around, and everyone seems to really love it. So I'm excited that I can now finally share it.
I did. I loved it. All right. So let's get into it. As you guys know, if y'all just listening for the first time, Let Me Speak is basically a podcast that I like to do to just kind of stray away from what media portrays, anybody in, rap and R&B, any, not even just anybody, black people, us, They look at us, even like initially this started off as me targeting, men in hip hop, but as I think about it, it's like even the women, they don't really see us as much. We're just entertainers to them a lot of the time. Yeah. So I want to just, shine some light on us and that we're more than just what they think we are,
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now you were talking about how Spanish guitar was about, what you want in a man. Yeah. So talk to me about the portrayal or not the portrayal, how black men and black women, how do you feel that the black woman is protected by the black man enough?
Ooh, you want to go into that?
We getting right into it.
Okay. I'm gonna preference this like this. I know some really great black men. But do I feel that they are have they rose to the occasion like they should? No. I feel that it's on both ends. As black women, we need to do better with loving them,
right? Absolutely.
and not just giving them all lip, but really relating to them and seeing them for who they are and accepting them. No matter if that is in a love capacity, a friendship capacity, you have to be willing to grow with someone and experience people. And something that really stuck out to me since I said that, and I'm looking at Nip right now, who I absolutely love and fell in love with after. Literally, I ran into his profile because I didn't know who he was until like, I want to say like a month or two before his passing. And then I just like started to get into him and his music. And I was just like, oh yeah, that's another Leo. Like, it's that energy. Okay, you feel me? Like that's that energy. And right. Something that Queen Lauren said at his funeral was that we are meant to not possess people, but experience people. And that was something that really stuck out to me. And I think as Black people, to bring it full circle, as Black women and Black men, we have to be a part of people's journey and experience them and not possess them and give them the room to grow. And so, do I think Black men are protecting Black women like they should? I think that they can do better. I think that they need to. I just be feeling like sometimes I got more balls, you know what I'm saying? Agreed. And it's just like, you know, as Black women, I feel like we're willing to put ourselves at the front line, damn near get shot, killed, you know, but is that same energy given when it's on the other end? Right. I don't think that it always is. So we have to kind of analyze that dynamic, and we got to stop letting the world dictate how we love each other. Because when we do love each other, it's the most magnetic, powerful, profound thing. We are the original people. So I think that we really just got to get back to loving and listening. Right. You know.
You said what you said. It brought me back to, you know, you said Black women, we stick our neck out on the front line and all that. So, do you feel that the Black woman is the backbone of?
Of course. I write my music with the intent for Black women to really understand how profound and powerful you are. Right. It's not to say that we don't need a man, but you first need to recognize who you are alone before getting with anybody. And I think that women, the essence of a woman, there wouldn't be earth, there wouldn't be life, there wouldn't be civilization if there wasn't for, let's be more specific, a Black woman. Because we carry the Eve gene. We've created life. We birthed everything into existence. We did. So I think that I forgot the question, but
do you think that Black women are the backbone of society?
Yes, we are. We created everything. So, yeah.
That brings me to, do you feel like, even though we are, and I agree, it's almost inevitable, do you feel like that's our job, though? Like, that's what we have to do?
I think that if we don't make shit happen, shit ain't gonna happen. And I can relate that to all aspects, you know, whether it be no shade to no other race, but whether it be a Hispanic woman or an Asian woman, they get their mannerisms, their beings from the original woman. So if it wasn't us, they wouldn't have their way of being, you know, in a sense. And it's not to say that all different races don't have their essence and things, but it's to say that you all came from a source. And that's why Black women can be sometimes the most hated, the most undervalued, but yet you get your trends, your style, your way of being, your mannerisms, everything comes from us, because you can't go nowhere. We are the source. So is it left up to us to carry the breath? I think that comes back into play where Black men have to take up their position. And I think a lot of Black men just don't know who they are and don't know how to reclaim a position that they've let go for so long. Right. You know what I'm saying? As an alpha female, I'll say this, you know, I have no problem with being led or being submissive, but what am I submitting to? Do you know who you are? Right. Do you know where you're going? And so I think that that's important.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Look, I get deep, girl. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. That's what we here for. Now I wanted to ask you, because you said that we're not valued enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you think that is? Because like you said, we are copy. You know, I always say the black man is the most mimic person in the world, but you know, so is the black woman.
Yeah.
Look at everybody on Instagram's hair who is not black.
Yeah.
The box braids and all that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, you know, like you said, everything is taken from us. So why do you feel that we are though so undervalued?
I feel that we're undervalued because, you know, sometimes how can I say this? The imitators are the people that learn begin to hate what they created because they feel like they can do it better. They feel like, and I think not even just that. That's like more of a surface level. I think that I think black people in general are just undervalued to everything that we've given to humanity. And I think it's because we have forgotten. And I think for black women, they have forgotten who they are. You know, like, and it's crazy because some people will, like, I give, like, a very, like, oh, I'm a respectable type of woman. And I am. And I take a lot of pride in who I am. But it's something about listening to some of these rap songs with, like, now I don't like all of them, but like Meg Thee Stallion, it's a girl from Houston, Texas by the name Kenda Man. And just how they just talk to niggas. Like, it's just, to me, what's funny about it and what I like about it is it's a woman reclaiming and possessing her energy and saying, nah, this is how I want it. This is how you're going to do it. And this is how it's going to be.
People got a problem with it.
And I think like a real man will be able to see that and say, yeah, I like that. Because I want a woman to know who she is. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think that as black women, we've forgotten who we are. And we've had to, for so long, whether it was through slavery, we had to take care of the people's kids. We had to be this for our man. We was raped by the master. We was all of these things that degraded us. So now we carry this weight with us that we don't have to carry. Because we don't owe nobody shit. They owe us everything.
Sure do.
You know, and so when we start to walk in our energy, that's why I love queens that just walk in a full shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, own your shit. Even if I'm like, kind of like, oh, okay, like she doing too much. No, do too much. Right. Because for so long we've had to kind of, you know, dim ourselves down, coddle our, like, you know, because we don't want to outshine. Fuck that. We are the originators of humanity. So we're going to walk on this earth like motherfucking gods. And that's what it's going to be, you know?
Right. Say that. Snap, snap, snap. So, but going back to how I asked you if do you feel like the black man defends the black woman enough? Now, I'm going to ask the same question, but vice versa. Because I do feel like a lot of the times men get, what's the word? They get shitted on, not shitted on, but they get a lot of shit because they don't protect the black woman enough. And that does happen. But I think it goes both ways. I feel like a lot of the times there's us as black women, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us as black women, we don't support our black kings as we should. And I feel like a lot of times we tend to say a lot of stuff to bring them down. So
we can talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I have a problem with that too. Right. Like, you know, if we want men to step up and be the leaders and the pillars, you have to give them what they need. You know, men, you know, they like to hide it, but they need that validation.
Sure do.
They if anything, they need it more than we do sometimes. You know, they need, oh baby, you doing a good job.
For real.
Oh my God, you're so strong. You know, it's just, you know, that does it for them. So you have to really be that type of woman. And it's so crazy because I come in contact with a lot of men. I'll be like, ooh, yeah,